Hey besties, it's Southern Squishes and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this, please be sure to like and subscribe. I am so excited, besties, because right now I am on the way to Disney. We're staying there from today all the way up until Monday, so that's 4 full days. Right now we are at Buc-ee's, so I'm just gonna be vlogging my whole week there. Our first stop was at Buc-ee's. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, then you definitely need to check it out. They are giant gas stations that have incredibly good food, like they are known for it. I also collect their seasonal shirts. They come out with really cute shirts every season, so I got the Easter one. Another one of our stops on the way was at a Cracker Barrel because I had to go to the bathroom and it was just very convenient. But of course, before I left, I was going to look for Squishmallows. This particular Cracker Barrel didn't have many, but they did have these Easter Squishmallows. I really liked this Hello Kitty. I didn't get it though because I didn't love it, but I definitely think the Hello Kitty is very cute. I think we ended up getting to our resort at about 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. We were staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now besties, I've been to Disney World over 30 times in my lifetime, but I've never stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I've been there, but I've never stayed there, so this was a good treat. We were staying in a deluxe studio room, but it didn't have a Savannah view, but what's very cool about the Animal Kingdom Lodge is that from some of the rooms, they have what's called a Savannah view, meaning that you could see animals from your room. That's right, at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, in their courtyard, they have a huge savanna, homing animals like zebras, giraffes, and more. Don't worry, if you ever find yourself at the Animal Kingdom Lodge and your room does not have a savanna view, you can go down to the lobby and go in the courtyard and view them. The lobbies at this resort are just so beautiful. This resort is so immersive and the theme is Africa. The resort is designed to feel like a South African wildlife reserve lodge, and it really does feel like that. Even though we were tired, we had to check out the resort. We were so excited. We went in the courtyard, looked at the animals. There were animals everywhere, and then after that, we went and ate dinner. We ate at the Mara. I think it's the Animal Kingdom Lodge's version of the cafeteria. I had the harissa bowl, and I definitely recommend it. So we just got here around, I would say like 6 o'clock p.m. last night. So this is officially our first full day in Disney. We're staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and today we are going to the Animal Kingdom Park. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that the Animal Kingdom Park is a half-day park. Besties, there is so much to do and see at this park. There's so many animals. The rides are incredible. This is an all-day park just like the other 3 parks. This fish is a shark catfish. I'm not sure what that is. If anybody knows, please let me know. Does that mean it's part shark, part catfish? Here's the famous Tree of Life up close. This is so beautiful. You can walk through it and see all of the animals that are carved on the tree. It is just a must-see. One of my favorite rides, the Kilimanjaro Safari ride. If you've never done this before, you have to do it. It is so much fun. I heard that the animals are most active around 8 to 10 a.m., which makes sense. In the morning, the sun is out. We did this, I think it was about 11 a.m. when we rode it, but all the animals were still out. We saw so much. Now, I've done this ride later in the day before when we really didn't see much at all. Like, there were no giraffes out, no anything. So I definitely recommend if you're going to do this ride, try to do it as early in the morning as you can. I couldn't believe how beautiful these elephants were. They just look like they are in their natural habitat. Again, it's modeled after the African savanna. So just being able to see this and not actually be in Africa, it's so beautiful. It's such a great experience. I think the only thing that I would have liked to see on this ride today that we didn't see were the lions. Like, we saw their heads poking up. This is a cheetah, by the way. We saw their heads poking up, but they were sleeping. But that's okay, maybe next time. I've seen the lions on this ride before. Now, these little monkeys were so cute. We sat and watched the gorillas for a little bit before heading over to Pandora. This was my first time ever riding any of the Pandora rides. Now, I have been hearing a lot of people really hype up Pandora's Flight of Passage. Besties, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's a good ride, but it's not what everybody makes it out to be. I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion. If you've ever ridden Soarin' at Epcot, it's like that, but I mean, it's more immersive, yes, but if you've ever done VR, like I have a MetaQuest, VR is so much more immersive and mind-blowing and just crazy. So the fact that people are hyping this ride up, I feel like they've probably never experienced VR. And hey, maybe I'm the only one who feels this way. Maybe I'm desensitized because I've ridden Soarin' 30 times, but that's just my opinion. This River Journey ride, though, was really, really beautiful. While heading to the Expedition Everest coaster, we found this little market gift shop that had Squishmallows, besties. They had jungle animal themed Squishmallows, which makes sense, but some of them were even vacuum packed, and the guy said the reasoning is so people can take them home on their plane ride from Disney. The vacuum packed Squishmallows makes it easier to fit in their suitcase, which is so smart. I love that Disney is thinking of Squishmallow collectors. I didn't get any of these, but I was very tempted to just because they were smack right in the middle of Disney. Now, another spot that has Squishmallows at the Animal Kingdom is right when you walk into the Animal Kingdom at the Rainforest Cafe. The Rainforest Cafe always has such a large selection of Squishmallows. Right now they had the Easter ones. They had a couple of really good cows that I had my eyes on, but both of the ones that I had my eyes on I already had in different sizes, and these were kind of expensive, so I was good, I held off. Day 3 was just a very chill day. My mom and I went to Disney Springs, we did some shopping, and then after Disney Springs, we had to go to the Race Expo because my mom was running the half marathon. It was Disney Princess Race Weekend, so they were doing like the 5K, the half marathon, and she wanted to do the half marathon, so we had to go beforehand and pick up her race bib, her packet, and everything. But in the morning, we enjoyed ourselves in Disney Springs for a couple of hours. We got coffee, we shopped in World of Disney, we shopped at the Co-op, we went to Lululemon, besties, we did it all. They had so much new good merch at World of Disney and at the Co-op. After we were done shopping, we went to BB Wolf's for lunch. Then after lunch, it was time to head to the Race Expo. Besties, this was very exciting because this was a side of Disney that in all my 30 plus times of going, I had never seen before. I've never been to the ESPN Disney, so this was really cool to see. Also, these races sell out very fast, so I'm so glad that my mom got to do the one that she wanted to do. Fun fact, in my early 20s, I used to be a runner and I used to do 5Ks all the time, but I don't think I would ever do a half marathon. That's just a lot. But the farthest I've ever ran, not during a race, but just in general, like, you know, in the morning just to do some running, was 11 miles. This Race Expo was so cool. They had so much merch that you can only get if you went to this expo. Then we went inside of another expo where they were just selling like clothes for the event. People run in tutus during the princess event. They run in tiaras. They sell compression socks. So all kinds of things really. Anything that you can imagine. It was a lot of fun. Again, the expo's purpose is to just pick up your race bib, get your race packet, and buy some merch if you want. So we only did 2 parks during this trip. The second park we did was Hollywood Studios, which is my personal favorite. I personally think there's just so many rides at this park. They have Star Wars Galaxy Edge, Toy Story Land, the Tower of Terror, Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster, which they're actually going to be remodeling soon. But my personal favorite ride there is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. Or Runaway Railway, I'm not really sure. This day, we actually spent the morning here. We did a couple of rides, we had a snack, and then we planned on taking the Disney Skyliners back to the park in the evening, which we weren't staying at a Skyliner resort, but I think it's just fun, personally, to take the Skyliner around, get a coffee, and then go into the park, and then we actually had dinner and rode a couple more rides. When we got back to our hotel from Hollywood Studios, we went in the courtyard and we saw a bunch of giraffes, which was really cool because I only saw them at our hotel in the evening, so it was very fun seeing them just out and about during the day. Alright besties, I am mid-Disney vacation trip right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is down by the Animal Kingdom Lodge pool, or one of the pools. I didn't make a intro for yesterday, but I'm making a little quick intro right now. We've just been having so much fun, so I'm just making a little quick check-in. We went to Hollywood Studios today. We did the extra early magic hours for like if you're staying on Disney property, you can actually get into the parks early. So we did that. We entered the parks at 8:30 and then we actually got done around like 11:30, 12 o'clock. So now we're just back at the room, we're relaxing, and then my dad and I are going to get on the gondolas, and then we're going to go back into the park tonight. We're gonna go back into Hollywood Studios, eat some dinner, and ride another ride or two tonight. All in all, I'm having the best time. I brought my Squishmallows. I have even found some Squishmallows on this trip. Tomorrow is our last full day, but that's okay because I always find my way back to Disney. This night was so fun because we went to Pop Century and we got on these Disney Skyliners at the Pop Century Resort, and then we just rode them around for a little while. Like, you could take them to Epcot. You don't even have to go in the park. You could hop back on, and the Skyliners really just go all around. So we eventually took it to Hollywood Studios and then got back on a couple rides. Like I said, we ate dinner and then we took the Skyliner back to the Pop Century, got in our car, and went back and went to sleep. The Disney Skyliners are definitely a really fun and relaxing way to resort hop and park hop. I definitely recommend them. Also, why does being in the parks at night just feel illegal? Like, it feels like I snuck out of my house. It definitely feels like I'm doing something wrong, but the parks at night are so much fun. Okay, it's the last day of our trip and my mom just ran the Disney Princess Half Marathon and we're here to pick her up, and then we're going to probably go to Goodwill later today, go to one of the Disney character warehouses, and just have a nice relaxing day. And then we're actually going to leave the Animal Kingdom Lodge today and then go stay at the All-Star Movie Resort. This is the day that my mom did the half marathon. It was really cool seeing all these runners just about to finish their race. This was kind of towards the finish line. My mom had to be up super early for this race. She got up at 2:30. So if you're planning on doing a Disney race anytime soon, just know you're gonna have to be up very early. Also, the reason that we had to change hotels is because when my mom was booking the trip, she wasn't thinking about the dates correctly, so yeah. And the Animal Kingdom Lodge was booked up, so we couldn't stay there an extra night, so we are staying at the Disney All-Star Movie Resort, which is actually one of my favorite resorts. We got super lucky because check-in at these resorts are usually about 3 or 4 o'clock, but if you check in early on the app, like as early as possible, there is a chance that your room could be ready at like 10, 11 o'clock. So we got to check in very soon after my mom got to the hotel. She showered up and then it said that our room was ready. So I think we got there at about 10 or 11 in the morning. Now, I love a good luxury Disney resort, but personally, the Disney All-Star Movie Resort is so Disney. If you're looking for a resort that has Disney everywhere you look, this is the resort for you. Like, even the rooms, look above the bed. Like, I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning and see that, nothing makes me happier. Now, I will say the All-Star Movie rooms are a little bit small, but I do like how there is a pull-out bed, and it is very comfortable. I have slept on it many times, and look at that decal above the bed, you guys. They remodeled their rooms a couple of years ago, so everything is remodeled and looks a lot better than it used to. The All-Star Movies also has one of my favorite front lobbies. The gift shop too. I mean, what more can I say about this resort is that it is so Disney. So then we went to Goodwill later on, and I am so sorry because you're getting this up and down footage rather than the classic YouTube side to side. I didn't take YouTube footage for this, so I do apologize, but I found so many Squishmallows at this Goodwill. It might be the biggest Goodwill that I've ever been to. All the Squishmallows that you're seeing here aren't even all of the ones that I found, and I did go home with Zaylee the Bigfoot. I just couldn't leave her there. Then we hit up a Walgreens because I wanted to see if they had the new spring Squishmallows, and you guys, they had so many of them. They had so many cows, so I was in cow heaven because you guys know the cows are my favorite. I ended up going with the blue and white Clint the cow. We had Alexi, and then I already had Yamaris in that size, so I didn't get those. And then I also had Cornelius in that size as well. So yes, I only got Clint. After doing a little bit of shopping, we went back to the resort and relaxed. Before dinner, we checked out Disney's Boardwalk Resort. I didn't get it on film, but I just wanted to show my parents because they had never seen it before. We got ice cream there and then came back to our resort for dinner. Today's a day that we are sadly leaving Disney, but that's fine because we've already been talking about planning another trip for later on in the year. It is 7 o'clock right now. We woke up at 6:30. We're going to go downstairs into the lobby and have breakfast. We're gonna have some Mickey waffles and then we are going to hit the road. This is my favorite screen at the All-Star Movie Resort. This splash screen, it just gives you that feel of Disney when you are staying in the All-Star Movie Resort. They have them at all of the hotels on property. The one at the Animal Kingdom Lodge doesn't have that like Disney feel though. The one at the All-Star Movies, it's just so classic Disney. Before we hit the road, we had to hit the cafeteria for some breakfast, and what better breakfast than Mickey waffles, of course. Fun fact, I have a Mickey waffle maker that my parents got me, I think it was at Sam's Club or Costco, that make these exact waffles, same shape and everything. Okay, so this is where I started getting really sad. Like, it's always very bittersweet because, yeah, you're happy to be back home once you're home, but it's always so sad leaving Disney. Like, it went by so fast. We did another Buc-ee's run where I found the St. Patrick's Day shirts. So of course I got a St. Patrick's Day shirt on top of my Easter shirt that I already got. You guys, I collect Buc-ee's shirts. I love Buc-ee's shirts. Ignore my Christmas tree in the back. That's still up towards the end of February, besties. I promise that it is about to come down. But I just got home around about 6 o'clock, I would say. I finished unpacking, I finished doing everything, and now I'm about to get to bed. But I am so tired. The trip home took about, I want to say like 10 hours, but I definitely could be wrong. I am just so ready to get into bed and pass out. Wow, besties, that trip went incredibly fast. Just the other day I was in Disney having the time of my life, and now I am back home. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!